Hey guys, let's do a quick story time on what happened with my channel. So, I work late at night. I had to sleep in the afternoon. After scheduling the memes that I'm gonna upload for later tonight. When I woke up to prepare for work, I checked my creator studio, checked the analytics of my videos, but it wasn't loading right. So what I did is check my emails, see if there are any notifications to explain what's going on. And true enough, I received an email saying that the channel had violated the community guidelines on sexual content or nudity, and they have terminated me for good. Even my channel says the same thing, that this channel got terminated because of sexual content and nudity violations. And it isn't true. I know for a fact that none of my videos are meant to arouse, gratify, satisfy a fetish or anything like that. All of these are for just good old wholesome fun. And I know that there's just a misunderstanding. So I immediately hopped into the link to file an appeal, tried to put in as much detail as I can muster because that's all I can do. I don't have a way to determine what complaint they received, who complained it, what video exactly caused the issue. So I had to guess. And I submitted my appeal and it didn't work out. After 40 minutes, they replied to me saying that they will keep the channel terminated for good. It was very devastating, yes. But as a creator, if you know you're right, if you know for a fact that you didn't violate any of their guidelines, you have to persevere and try to come up with a way to reach out to them. I even went as far as send a DM in Instagram to Susan Wojcicki, but of course she never replied. Other things you can try if you really never did a violation. You can try to reach out to Team YouTube via Twitter. If you have enough following, hopefully they will give you another review. They will escalate the request and hopefully it gets approved this time. However, I never had that much of a following on Twitter. I never gave much focus on Twitter, ever. But yeah, if you have a good following on Twitter, they usually give you more attention on Team YouTube. Sadly, that's the truth. But I still gave it my shot. They won't review it, but I tried to ask them for the same courtesy they extend to other creators with large followings on Twitter to still review my case, because I believe that this is just a mistake. So they went ahead, escalated the whole thing. I tried to put in as much detail as I can again. However, after 3 days, they got back to me with the same denial that they give via email. It was very sad, yes, but again, I know I'm on the right. I just have to understand this a little bit. I tried to do some research and found out that sometimes a complaint comes in your video. That complaint might have been just a complete misunderstanding of your message in your video. So what I did is I tried to understand further. I can't check my videos anymore, right? So I tried to understand how I make my videos, what could have caused a misunderstanding, why someone could look at one video that I made and think that it's sexual or that it violates the guidelines on nudity. The only thing I could think of is my descriptions, my title, and my tags. Actually, I have not been putting tags on my videos, but the thumbnail, the title, the description might be lacking. I did my best to put in as much information on the title, the description, and the thumbnail, but I guess my best wasn't good enough. So what I did, I tried to use the same form. Yes, that same exact form on the first email that they sent. The first one you used to file an appeal that got denied, I used it again. I apologized for possibly not putting enough effort. I mean, I explained that I did put in effort in it and that I understand the guidelines. I apologized that I may have neglected some of my videos, didn't put in enough context in all of my videos. And so what I did is, in the same appeal, I promised that I will fix this. Aside from explaining what mistake you might have made in the metadata and apologizing for that, aside from promising that you will do better if you get a second chance at it, another thing I did was pointed out to them that I never got a community strike. I never had any for the last 90 days. I also never received any warnings, and I made sure to point it out on the appeal form that I tried to fill out. And remind you, you only get 1,000 characters per appeal form. Another thing I tried to point out to them is that the intention of my channel. So I tried to make it clear that never did I intend this channel to be a place for sexual content, nudity, arousal, fetish, or anything in relation to sexual content or anything like that. I submitted the appeal, prayed their response this time will be different. They replied that they gave the channel back. Yeah, I hope this video helped other creators out there who are experiencing the same problem, who are still trying to find ways to appeal to YouTube. Hopefully the steps I took works out for you. There's actually another way. You can also go to the YouTube community and post there publicly that you're needing help for your channel. You could even attach photos if need be, just so you could properly explain yourself. I also tried this, but the channel already got reinstated because of my use of the appeal form for the second time. But yeah, it's another move that you can also try if submitting another appeal using the same form doesn't work. Hopefully it helps those who are actually innocent. And again, this video wasn't intended to trick YouTube. It's not intended to make fun or make light of the community rules and guidelines. It's just a way for me to share my experience and hopefully help out those who are actually not violating the guidelines of YouTube. Have a good one, guys. I'll see you.